Tattooed Chef recently joined the stock market through a merger, and we're now able to invest in them. Tattooed Chef is tackling the plant-based market with plant-based food with quality and flavor. And Tattooed Chef is a young company, but they already have a plan established to dominate the market and reach $1 billion in revenue by 2026. So let's take a look and see what their plan is. With that being said, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. In order for Tattooed Chef to get to $1 billion in revenue by 2026, the company would have to grow at a compound rate of 38% a year. That's pretty ambitious, but let's not judge it too early. Let's see what their plan is to reach $1 billion in revenue. So how will they accomplish this? In 2020, Tattooed Chef had 38 different products on the shelves. The main ones being their cauliflowers, zucchini spirals, acai bowls, pizzas, and more. However, in 2021, Tattooed Chef plans to expand to 62 products by the end of the year. And that's not all. The company already has plans for over 200 products for the next couple of years, so we can expect a very large variety moving forward. And this is their first plan to get to $1 billion by giving a large selection in the freezer aisle for people to eat more of Tattooed Chef. Now, this is a good thing. It's, however, a sign that maybe they have a lack of focus in making a couple of core products, which is often the issue with some companies and why they go broke. However, in this case, it is a special scenario where it is for meals and they seek to have a wide variety of selection in the freezer aisle. But I won't get into that in this video. However, I'll make another video in the future talking about the fundamentals of the company. But for now, we're just looking at their plan to get to $1 billion by 2026. The company is also now producing meat alternatives. Now, this is pretty interesting and a good and welcome addition to their products. However, some investors are saying that this is now bringing them into competition with Beyond Meat. However, many say that's not the case because they are so different, but potentially they could be in competition with Beyond Meat. Okay, Tattooed Chef's second plan to get to $1 billion is to have a broader distribution, and this is pretty straightforward. Tattooed Chef's products currently sit on 4,272 shelves, but for 2021, the company's target is to reach 10,000 stores by the end of the year. That is a massive growth number of 134%. However, despite this number seeming a bit ridiculous, they do seem to be on the right track. The company has already secured some agreements with many retailers. The company is already in places like Walmart and Sam's Clubs, but they will be entering Kroger and Target soon, as well as many other retailers. So overall, that's pretty good. Now, it's important to note that while these stores will stock Tattooed Chef for now, if the product fails to perform and sell, then they won't get reorders. So this is still not a done deal, but it is a good direction. However, we do have some data to go off of whether people want this or not. Their quarterly reports last year did show an increase in sales and demand over quarter over quarter. So that means that their in-store products are selling and increasing in sales, which is overall a good sign that their product is in fact selling. Now, Tattooed Chef's third plan of action is to make acquisitions. And this is a tightrope. It's a slippery road and they could go all the way through or they could slip along the way. But let's take a look at what they plan on doing. The company has often suggested that Tattooed Chef brand can be a consolidated space for their acquisitions and that could jumpstart the growth of the company. And this is true. Making acquisitions can make the company expand in value and grow extremely fast. However, there's danger there with many other companies as we've already seen many times in the past. Paying too much for competitors and leveraging can be a really bad thing. Not only that, but failing to consolidate their management and put everything together with acquisitions is also a big issue that often happens. So it's just a matter of seeing how they manage these acquisitions as we move forward, but for now, overall, it looks good. And there's some good signs that the company has quite a bit of money to make acquisitions and they won't really need to leverage that much. With them joining the stock market, they were able to get their cash balance over $200 million. and this is relatively good for a small company with a small market capitalization. Now, there are many other things in their plan to get to $1 billion in revenue, but these three factors, these three things are their main plan to get to $1 billion in revenue. Now, if they could accomplish this, potentially Tattooed Chef could be an excellent investment in the stock market for the next 5 years. Their focus on the plant-based market is one that is growing at a rapid rate, as this has a lot of potential and is going to be big. Meat production is simply unsustainable for the next couple of decades, and people are realizing the health benefits as well as the environmental benefits of plant-based diets and making the change on their own. But eventually, I do believe that meat will no longer be the dominant source of nutrients and protein. Instead, it'll be products that are plant-based. Anyway, make sure to get your 2 free stocks with Webull down in the description below. That's 2 free stocks. When you deposit your first $100, you get 1 stock when you sign up, and then another stock when you deposit $100. It's a great deal. Free stocks. If you're looking to get into investing, I recommend Webull. Down in the description below. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding on? Let me know down in the description below. Anyway, with that being said, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.